Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2022 January 4th Effingham Board of Selectmen's meeting, the first one of the new year. Before we get going, Lenny and I still have a little bit of reading to do here, so if you'll bear with us. Okay, folks, would you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Okay. In the signature folder, we have the minutes from December 28th. Make a motion to approve the minutes from December 28th, 2021. All in favor, Fuller, aye.
Aye.
Selectmen's non-public first of two on December 14th. Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor, Fuller, aye.
Aye.
Non-public second of two on December 14th, 2021. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor, Fuller, aye.
Aye.
The approval of the manifest, the dated December 31.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Can we back up there?
Yeah,
Is that the right date, the 14th?
Yes,
You're making a funny face at me, that's why I laughed.
Well,
Yeah, we had 2 non-publics on the 14th. I have not done the one from last Wednesday,
Oh,
the work
okay.
session. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
That's the only one outstanding.
Okay. The approval of manifest dated December 31, 2021, in the amount of $17,629.66. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor, Fuller, aye.
Aye.
Approval of manifest dated January 6th, 2022, in the amount of $15,450.84. Make a motion to approve.
And second.
All those in favor, Fuller, aye.
Aye.
We have in the mail folder, we have an acknowledgement by the Department of Environmental Services, acknowledgement letter for the receipt of an application. We also have a letter from the Department of Revenue accepting the 2020 valuation. And we have an NRRA November report for all of the recyclables we have for electronics, tires, things like that. And we have a land use board hearing notice that's also in there. Administrator comments.
You did really well knowing all those acronyms.
Yeah, I know the Board of Tax and Land Use, I didn't, it's like, yeah. Go ahead.
When I know when I was typing them, I said, "Wow." I have the work description for shoveling just about done. You should receive that in your email this week for review and approval next week.
Okay,
I've also started on modifying the new pamphlet for the transfer station. And I don't know if you've been able to do the cash register yet.
I found the manual
Cool.
in my PDF file. I wasn't able to get down there to do that, but I need to find the manual that's down there, the physical manual, because it had all the instructions on what to do and how to do it. Because Bill's the one that changed it last time.
Is it the same cash register as I have?
It's similar, yes.
I also,
I'll take a look at yours when we're done and see if it is. I think they're the same.
and I've sent out requests to our various vendors, asking them to get their invoices in so we can wrap up 2021. I'm hoping to do that by mid-January. And I wanted to bring you up to date on taxes collected for 2021. We've received another 205,000, bringing a total paid almost to 90%. So there's 500,000 still outstanding for 2021. And that's it.
Right?
Cash register will be there tomorrow. We can play around with it then.
We can do that.
We get the door on the oil building. It's locked. I don't know if anybody has a key.
Mark doesn't, I asked him. I don't know where the key is.
So I said, well, I said to Brad Sunday, I said, well, maybe Kevin will be in later to empty his trash and give you a key.
Didn't get an update.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So,
if not, we'll reach out to him and see if we can get the key dropped off.
yeah, we, maybe Audrey can call him, because he answers Audrey, you don't answer.
Okay, will do.
And I just checked this morning, there was a tree on Plantation Road that I told Ron about Saturday. They said, when you're out sanding tomorrow, just throw a chainsaw in. Truck, they tried to push it out of the road with a plow, it didn't work, so I have to have him look at it again tomorrow. And Huntress Bridge Road, anybody using Huntress Bridge Road, use it at your own risk, so we can figure out what we can do with it, if anything. Pretty bad. And that's all I got for right now.
Let me hit you on the discussion with Ron. So we're actually meeting with Ron Evans tomorrow morning, selectmen's meeting, special meeting, transfer station at 9 to talk about plowing the transfer station, also talk about the wall that's caving in and the options for that. We're also going to talk to him about pothole potential remedies that are interim. At this level, it's too cold for coal patch, so that's not going to really work. unless we get a really good thaw, which will create more potholes. We may be able to do gravel. We don't know what the options are, but we'll talk to him tomorrow and find out what we can do. I know from an email I got this weekend, Pine River Roads got the same problem, Hunter's Bridge has got the same problem. Any road that's a dirt road or a road in bad condition and is definitely gonna have the problem with this freeze thaw cycle that's going on. We received invoices from the architect for the historic town hall project. I talked to Darlene this morning. We'll find out what we've got for money in, where we've got the money. If we've got grant money still left, we'll pay it out of that. If we don't, we'll get some money transferred over from EPS to be able to pay that bill. I received a letter dated January 3rd, 2022 from Mr. Selectman Tom Hart, and I will read the letter. It is with regret that I must submit my resignation as selectman for the town of Effingham, effective immediately. Changes in my health are preventing me from being able to complete the final year of my term as selectman. I recognize by submitting my resignation at this time, potential interested parties will have an opportunity to register as candidates to fulfill the final year of my term. I respectfully request the board appoint me as interim selectman from now until town meeting March 12th, 2022. This appointment would allow me to complete my second year as a selectman and provide a tie-breaking vote in the event Mr. Fuller and Mr. Espy are unable to come to an agreement on any decision that comes before the board. It has been an honor and privilege to serve the town of Effingham as a selectman. Thomas Hart, selectman. So we'll make that part of the record today. I'll make a motion to accept Mr. Hart's resignation.
Regrettably,
I totally agree with that.
Yeah. second that.
All in favor? All right.
Aye.
And I have checked with NHMA because I had a sneaking suspicion that there may be something coming down the road. And NHMA gave me guidance from the legal standpoint that if Tom were to retire or basically resign as of the town meeting, then it would make it more difficult for us to be able to get the word out, to be able to get somebody to be able to apply for the position. So it was their recommendation to basically go pretty much the format that Tom decided on, which was resign now, so that when all the positions open up in a couple of weeks, people can look at applying for that. So there'll be 2 positions coming up for selectmen next year, one for 3-year term, which is mine, and a 1-year term, which is the remaining one of Tom's. So I'll make a motion to appoint Tom as an interim selectman until March 12th, 2022.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, for aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And I would like to thank Mr. Hart for all of his efforts over the last couple of years. Been a real help in a lot of areas. Thank you. Okay,
I believe with that, Deanna will have the list of openings in the next couple of days, and it will be approximately January, I think it's January 28th, people will put their name in the hat bag.
yeah, it opens up the habit act, but
Right.
we should advertise that next week. Here's
Right.
what the formal time frame is. Here's what here's the last day, last hour of the day, whatever.
Right.
So people are aware of it, because we've had some people come in at the very last minute, 2 minutes to go and sign up. So we just want to make sure everybody's got that information up front. Okay. That's all I had on that one. New business, appointing Michael Conti as an alternate for the Historic District Commission. Mike lives within the Center Effingham Historic District, and there was a vacancy for the alternate, and he's opted to be able to do that. It would be really nice to have somebody that's within the district also on the district commission. Any issues with that, Lenny?
No.
All right, I'll make a motion to appoint Michael Conti as an alternate for the Historic District.
I'll second that.
All those in favor, for aye?
Aye.
Okay. Audrey, any other announcements?
No, not this week.
Okay, and we've got nothing on committee updates, being the first.
Deanna just put a note out saying that they're open from 3 to 5, the last day to register.
Yeah, I
to
want
sign up.
next.
So she just wanted everybody to know that.
Yeah. So what I want to do next week is
Yeah.
here's the date and
Right.
time and the hour that it opens. Here's the date and time and the hour that it closes. So everybody, we'll just continue, repeat that for the next few weeks. Okay, public comment. Mr. Garcelle.
Just a question.
Yes.
Tom's letter alluded to having the board appoint him as interim selectman. Have you given thought to that?
We just did. Yes, we gave thought to it and we just did it.
Okay, so that was included in accepting the,
Yeah, well,
No,
we
we
did
got
two, we did
different
two,
motions.
we did two things.
well,
So
I missed it.
that's okay. That's good. But for clarification, that's an important question. So thank you for asking that question.
Well, thank you for answering.
No. All right, anything else? Mr. Garcelle? Good? Vicky?
Just wondering what's going on about the granite that's supposed to go to the transfer station. I know it's been a while, nothing, nobody.
We'll add that on to our Ron discussion list tomorrow. I do not know the answer to your question, Vicky, so, but when we meet with Ron tomorrow, we'll add that.
Another question.
You certainly can.
I don't know, it was on social media about running out of propane here or something.
Yes, that is
Is it?
that rumor is correct. We did run out of
Okay, just
propane
wanted to know.
Sunday night.
Yeah,
So I got a call from Sergeant Welch in the early evening that said basically he went into the PD, smelled an odor of gas, didn't know what was going on, called Randy. Randy came over, they went through the building, went through this building, determined there was no heat on in either building. The gas was not bad enough that they needed to vacate that building totally. And Randy did check and found out we were out of LP. So I called the emergency line, talked to the dispatcher, pulled up the file log. And for some reason, this building is on their log is only having a generator. So they really don't have it on a big follow-up schedule. I find that a little hard to believe because they had to come out and inspect the holes we dug and the lines we ran to put in the new heat system with LP, but obviously it didn't work. Audrey has taken care of validating with all of our municipal buildings with AmeriGas that we have the proper coding in there so that they'll know which ones are being used actively. But yes, we did run out. Nothing froze, thankfully.
I was gonna say,
They did the generator just a couple weeks ago, so I had seen a truck here. Didn't think of it. No, would you? I know, exactly, yeah.
So we were on automatic fill. So they just, yeah, it was on automatic fill, but it was on automatic fill for a generator with a 1,000-gallon tank. So I'm sure that they weren't expecting it to run out. So I believe we've got that corrected now, so we should not have this problem again.
especially with this one.
Anything else, Vicky?
Let's see. I think the other thing was, the December 7th meetings were approved by the selectmen on December 14th. And they were not in the website.
In the website?
I called Audrey, she
Okay.
said she was gonna.
Perfect. Good. Thank you for following up on that and checking that.
I guess that's it.
Good. Anybody else? Okay. I have one last item. Mr. Budget Chair. When we did the warrant article draft language last week, the one regarding the historic town hall power post beetle. I'm going to ask to reword that one after I can get some consultation. Right now, it's buttonholed as one thing. And if we buttonhole it for one thing, we're actually going to have to not do the work next year. We're going to have to hold it till the year after. Because I can actually get any of that money matched, hopefully by LTIP. We know the price tag is going to be greater than 50 grand. So having a match money of some kind will be important to be able to complete the project. So I'd rather word it that we can basically use the money for structural building items and rehabilitation. So it will be a little bit broader definition, but and when we get to town meeting, we'll explain to people exactly what this is all about. The reason for that is I had a discussion with the project construction manager, Chris Garcia from Cobalt Construction Management. And Chris said basically, he feels we should try and get that project done next year rather than waiting till the year after. And we actually have monies that we could pull into for that project for that interim time period. But he thinks next year is an opportunity to get that done based on the amount of work that's going to be there. So we will have more information to be available at the March town meeting. As far as the details behind, we're going to be getting bids. We'll have everything there in super detail so people can see what needs to be done. And I'll discuss the approach to make sure we get as much bang for the buck as we can for the town.
Yeah, if we can get the draft wording by next Tuesday.
I've actually
Budget meeting.
started working on it last night when I thought of this. It's one of those,
We
wake
can-
up in the middle of the night thinking, oh, wait a minute, I can't do that kind of wording. And it's like, okay.
We can modify it at the 2-1 meeting,
Okay,
but once we approve that, that's gonna be what it is, because you're too close to the deadline. for the
we'll get it in the
public
next few days.
hearing. Yeah, just so you know the timeline, that's all.
Okay, all right. Okay, good. All right, anything else from a public standpoint? Okay, do we need non-public?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Then I will make a motion that we go into non-public. Thank you very much, folks, for your time.
Under which RSA?
Reputation, bullying. Someone.
Okay.
is, I'll do it in public, but I don't. Oh, that was I'll bring it on too.
Will you? Oh, good, because no more. I'd slide down.
We did.